book that you created on ICT work. Gorgeous, man. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, I haven't had a chance to express my gratitude towards your hard work that I think some unfortunately lazy people will appreciate, but also people who are not lazy, who really respect and understand the time and effort you put into it. So, from I think on behalf of the community and from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all of that work, for that all of that effort. I wish you could take the mic, but I'm sure you're busy, so I get it.
Hey, I just want to say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
I don't want to take up the speaker spot too long. I've been kind of waiting to say something. Basically, I'll let the video guys do their thing. I'm more on the psychology side of things when it comes to speaking in these things. So, something that Taylor said earlier about I guess 30 minutes ago really resonated with me, and that was that you won't see him on the FTMO leaderboards because he's constantly withdrawing, and I think you touched on it as well. You're taking the money you make and you're putting it in, whether it's your business, real estate, whatever. That's something that really resonated with me because I figured out basically, and I know other people probably know this as well, but it's a lot easier to trade, mentally, executions, whatever you want to, call it. It's a lot easier to get in the market and trade when you don't have this added pressure of going full time and fully relying on, this is your main source of income. Because what I found was, I took the plunge probably a little too early. I've been at this for about 4 years now, but didn't start ICT concepts until about a year ago. And so,
How was your road to profitability? How's
dude,
that been?
it's been a struggle for sure. Especially, I went full time a year ago, right at the top of the market, right? And so, but it started as a hobby for me in college, and I'm 24 years old now. But it started as a hobby and something when COVID hit. I had a lot of time, like most people, and so I didn't really find ICT until someone had showed me a video of his back in I guess May of last year. And so, you know, like I said, I've been in it for 4 years, started as a hobby. And, I started out like everybody else, whether you started on Robinhood, you were buying meme stocks, whatever it was, I was doing that. And, I would just blow accounts. And I didn't know what a stop loss was. I didn't know what the R multiple was when I first started. But the reason I stuck with ICT when I found it was because I was trading options before. And so you weren't really able to put a hard stop like you are with futures. And when I, discovered the R multiple and things like that, basically halfway into my journey, because I was kind of just trading on and off, it just felt like true trading to me, and not, not like you were gambling with options. But I want to get back on my point was what Taylor was saying, when you have this, you don't have this immense pressure when you're young, like I think you said you were older, right? You have a family and things like that. And so there's a lot of added pressure.
My family doesn't pay me. What pays me is my real estate portfolio. But yeah, I have a family that takes money from me and bleeds me nonstop. How I make money outside of the market, though, is development projects I've worked on over the last 15 years.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That's awesome. And I have a side business or two as well that makes me money. And so we don't have to rely fully on trading as a source of income. And so I would encourage you, if you're starting out or trying to go full time, analyze your financial situation or wherever you think you are in your journey before you take the plunge, because it's so much easier when you don't have to worry about where the rent's going to come from or how am I going to pay for food when you're trading. And then you go full time.
I honestly couldn't imagine if you're a kid and you don't know where your next meal's coming from and you think you're going to get it from the market. Your priorities are a little crazy, right? Like, we need to talk offline. If that's your life right now, and I'm sure for some of you guys it is, we need to recalibrate where you're at in your priorities, because there's a sense of desperation there and unrealisticness that I think you're going to find. I mean, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer or anything, but if I watch someone sprint into a brick wall, you're going to cause damage to yourself. To be good at this game, it takes time and it takes time, and you need to be able to evaluate yourself. And evaluating yourself is when you're in a zone and when you're focused and you're at the top of your game as a student, ready to take an exam, right? That's got to be how you're approaching the market. It's got to be either so tired and boring and repetitive, and it's been so defined and redefined that it's painfully simple that you can explain it to a 15-year-old child the way that TT does to literally my 15-year-old child, as well as his audience. Breaking it down and simplifying it. If you can't do that as a trader and you think you're going to like make money from the markets and instead of working, like, no, I'm telling you, no, don't do that. I'm telling you, that's the wrong path. Trading needs to be supplemental. It needs to be a practice. It needs to be a skill. It needs to be a long-term thing that you're working on. You don't start jujitsu and then decide you're going to join the UFC. That's not the order that it goes in, right? You don't, I'm going to decide to fight, therefore I'm going to get my ass kicked the first time I step in the ring. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're going to lose. To say that 99.7% of people lose is a fact, because even when you're really, really good and you're really old and you have a computer and all the resources available to you, you can still fuck it up. You can still blow it. There's nothing stopping you from yourself.
Mm-hmm. I agree completely and 100%. I think social media gets a lot of things twisted, and so you see all these ads and these gurus online, and they're preaching that you can basically make thousands of dollars a day, which you can, right? But no one starts out doing that. And I just wanted to hop on real quick. I'm about to go in the gym row. I'm sitting in the parking lot, but I just wanted to hop on and say that, don't rush in and plunge in like I did, and countless others have, because
I did the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, everyone here, I'm sure, has struggled at least a little bit when they first started, undoubtedly, but don't plunge in too early. There's no shame in trading paper, then going to micros, then E-mini, right? It's all baby steps, and you can scale it up as big as you want, but you got to start off crawling before you walk and then you run. So
I think you need to be a demo baller, and then you need to be flashing out receipts where you're making 10K in a month off of a mini, off of the MES, off of a micro. I want to see people flexing on that, because then you're actually managing risk, right? Because I promise you, your trading portfolio, even if it is this fictitious sim account with these radical rules that are forcing you not to be a meme stock trader, right? Like, you can't just YOLO. So you can't do that.
No, bro, there's a short squeeze coming, I promise. Just keep buying the dip.
Yeah, and blow up every single account and never make any money.
hey,
I
thanks for
swear
having
to God, this is
I
the
gotta hop
honest to God
Later, bro.
truth.
Later, bro.
I made so much money off of the MES, and I say so much. It's not like a zillion, but the most money that I've withdrawn from my account is when I trade off of the MES. You have a far larger tick draw. I mean, you actually end up paying your broker more, right? Because you have a lot more in the way of contracts, and I understand that's why some people don't like that. But you need to demo ball first. You need to be able to pass funded accounts. The cheat code to passing a funded account is the the MES or the MNQ or whatever you're utilizing. It's not the full instrument, because you can't manage your drawdown that way, especially if you're a newer trader. And if you're great today, and that's awesome. Be great tomorrow. I can tell you today, I broke even on a trade that woulda, coulda, shoulda made a lot of money. And it didn't, because the next candle didn't go the direction I wanted it to go. I was wrong. Guess what? Everyone's fucking wrong. Everyone. I'm here to stand up and say publicly and proudly, it's okay to be wrong. And with that, it's 105 with the all-star crew here. Anybody, I got so many people I respect. Bams, if you'd like to say anything, Taylor, Ben, Caitlin, Local Man, AM, Light of the Kingdom. I got so many people I respect. Lamp, my boy, Lone. it's 1. We've been here for about 2 hours, so I want to wrap it up, but I want you guys to know, crazy love seeing everyone here. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Can I ask you something?
yes, please.
Yeah, I think adding on to the how to get funded as well. I think from my experience, I was trading on using the phone. Now, obviously, when I got my funded account, I managed to pass it whilst I'm in the toilet because I was at work. So I don't know how I've done it. I was happy I was gassed in the toilet, and the one guy in the toilet was hearing that. Oh, why is this guy so happy? But I think my advice is but most of it, I was just struggling trading on the phone. So I think my advice is like, if you guys can just at least get if you can work from home or find a strategy that works outside work as well. So looking at using the computer.
I was just gonna say I'm about to head out.
Oh, sorry.
I thought he was done.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, I was just saying to head out. Made a YouTube video. Gonna go hit my legs at the gym. So, but the only thing I'll leave with saying was you were talking about trading MES and demo volin and stuff. You can't really build a fountain without a foundation. So I'll leave you with that.
Very well said. That's wise words, and someone who's actually built one that can tell you that. So I appreciate the fact that you put in the work to even stand to say. I mean, I see so many false actors in this space, and I don't want to focus on them. I want to focus instead on the hard work and the amazing content that all of you guys put out. And I just want to say thank you to everyone. We're going to keep doing this. Someone step up and do this tomorrow. I'll be back on Thursday. My daughter turns 15. My wife bought a fucking 4-pound dog, and I have to get on a plane tomorrow to go pick up a 4-pound fucking dog for my daughter's 15th birthday. So I'm flying the fucking I don't even anyway, I was like, hey babe, I really just like I got these two things I'm trying to do. Like I got this London Open thing I'm trying to do, and like this trader roundup I'm trying to do, right? These are my time frames. What does she do? She fucking books a flight right in the middle of this bitch. And yeah, anyway, I'm flying across country to pick up a 4-pound rat tomorrow. So no trader roundup tomorrow, but there's plenty other awesome folks here. Please do it. Please call it Trader Roundup. Let's keep doing it. It's going to be alive. 2023, committed to a public journey. 45-year-old guy doing this a long time that still fucks up, that still knows how difficult it is to go against the algo. So 2023, we're all riding together. We're doing it in public, and I hope some of this helps some of you. So,
thank you so much, man, for hosting this. This was really awesome, and I look forward to the next one. Sorry I cut out halfway through. I got a phone call, and
dude, I get it. I get it. If my wife sees that I push her straight to voicemail, she gets so pissed. So pissed. But yeah, no, I get it. Hey, everybody, it's 1:09. I think keeping it an hour, 2 hours. It could go longer. I kind of wanted to, but I've got a few things to do myself. We're growing, we're evolving. It's the new year, and we're all focused on getting better. So a lot of love to everyone here. Appreciate everything, and we're gonna pick this up and we're gonna keep it going. So I'll see you guys soon.
Hey, and I just want to leave off one little note for anybody who's trying to learn ICT's concepts a little bit more and want access to it offline. I just posted a big archive of his content for you to download.
Nice. Yeah, I should
please,
ask you about that. Good on you.
So
buddy.
yeah, please, if you want access to his content for offline use, if you're like on a road trip, if you're camping, if you have family members, if you want it for your children, everything is organized, everything is archived. It is beautiful. If there's anything that is missing, please let me know. But you could download everything for free.
Nice, dude. Nice. I had a mega file with like almost 60 gigabytes of shit, man.
This one's 100. So
That's great, man. That's awesome. I'm stoked. I'm gonna download it. I got everything I got. It don't matter. I'm gonna download more. So, yeah, guys. We're gonna do Trader Roundup every day. It's that simple. We're gonna ride together every day. We're gonna try and help each other every day. Hopefully, it's just and consume each other's content, man. I mean, it's not. It's just like learn from the people that are here. Because there's some really, really, really bright minds. I've never seen smarter people than I've seen on Twitter. For real. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you. And we'll pick this up tomorrow. I'll pick up the rat dog, so it won't be me. But for sure, the following day. All right? So